Hey everybody, welcome back to a freshly 2-day weekend remastered edition. What am I talking about? It's Monday, baby. Tony Montana Monday. No, no, I can't. I can't. What about dude, I gotta tell you. We gotta do one of these characters. All the stuff that we have to do like normal side path, like characters we played as 100 times, but we gotta do like, you know, true ending or alt path. I like doing those on stream because they're kind of a little bit more mindless. You got a little bit more, you know, it's a palate cleanser from when things are super tough. I really don't know if I want to run down these though. We're almost done with you. We need what? Greedier and true ending? Let's not worry about that. With you, we only need... Really? We only need, Mega Satan? I know we've been playing as you a lot lately, though. Then as Keeper, we need Greedier, Mega Satan, True Ending. Lilith, we need Light Side, True Ending. A lot of these, sadly, can't be done at the same time. I'm like, what about Tainted Lost, Dark Path, Mega Satan? All right, well, you know, I apologize. It took us 90 seconds to pick there. Tainted Lost. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, that is caffeinated, man. Tainted Lost, hard character, obviously. The one thing I will say is I think it's a better character to do on YouTube because I can focus a little bit more. What did I get up to? Oh, no. What did I get up to this weekend? I'm gonna hit you with not much. So on Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, dreams come true, but Saturday, I don't care about you, cause it's Saturday. I got my vaccine. The Cure? You know, it's an ironically named band for the situation. Hold on, I'm not happy with our item room, but potentially, Dreamcatcher could be a little interesting. Keeper Sack. Also a great item for stats. Obviously, we suffer a little bit right now because we don't have a holy card. We lost it for essentially no reason. I.e. a bad reason, but... what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I got my vaccine on Saturday. So, the start of Saturday was like a little holding pattern until I was ready to go, and then I went and I got my vaccine. I just want to see if maybe we can get Dreamcatcher would be an interesting play here, plus obviously getting more value out of Keeper Sack. So, we're not going alt path. I mean, I suppose we could if we bought a key. Let's see what's going on here real quick. I mean, it's like a recipe for dying, but... wait, there was a key in the secret room here? I'm all out of sorts, man. I'm all shook up. Like Elvis. There was a freaking dime in there? I didn't know that this stuff dropped items. Oh my god. Well, in this case, we will take Dreamcatcher. We'll also take the key, which I guess, now that I think about it, we didn't really need, but it's not a huge deal. And we will come this way. Now, don't skip the vignette. Don't skip the vignette. Glass cannon, and then that's like lacro whatever that makes your tears kind of agglomerate. I mean, glass cannon, it doesn't matter because we're gonna die right here. We're gonna live right, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna live, okay. Glass cannon seems like kind of no downside right now. So I don't think this is a skippable one. I'm not against the other item, I just don't know what it's called. It's nice to be able to see what it has, by the way, but the real reason you would take, like we did, you would take Dreamcatcher is because if both of the items in the item room are pure garbage, you would rather skip the item room to raise your chances of getting a planetarium instead, and maybe, even if you don't get something incredible, just the idea that, you know, you could recapture something from nothing by getting that 20% chance of a planetarium would be nice. So, I would, you know, okay, it doesn't matter because we're gonna die. We lived. It would be nice to get, the present. I'm just trying to, I mean, we really need a holy card. The run is great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's simply the holy card that's an issue here. That's fine. In one moment, please. I'm doing this Isaac episode before a meeting. So I just have to make sure that it's, yeah, we're still on pace. Okay, no problem. But yeah, anyway, like, I shouldn't be trying to intersperse anecdotes with also, like, oh, we're playing as, like, the hardest character. Well, one of the harder characters to play as. He's no tinted Lazarus, let's be honest, right? But I did. On Saturday, I got my vaccine. I have entered the Pfizer world. And honestly, I kind of called how I was going to react to it. We're not going to check that because we want to get the angel statues. If we're getting the angel statues to fight Mega Satan, we're not really going alt path, but we're keeping our options open, I suppose, is how I would think about it. Okay, let's see if this works. I honestly, it was so routine and mundane that it was almost inspiring, you know? Seeing thousands of other people, you know, getting vaccinated, and the nurses were, like, almost bored, which I honestly think is an amazing sign that they're like, oh my god, I've done so much of this lately that I'm like, I wouldn't say sick of it, but it's like, it's so routine that it's inspiring, I guess, is the, I know I said the exact same thing, the fort! But it is what I'm trying to get across, I suppose. And I did skip my vignette there, I apologize. One of these days I'll learn. But it almost, like, I felt myself genuinely getting a little emotional in line, you know? Being like, you know, obviously I didn't play much of a role in, you know, this at all. But just the fact that, you know, we as a species were able to come together, at least in some way, and accomplish this is kind of incredible. And I found myself getting a little bit, choked up is maybe a little bit of an extreme way to describe it, but genuinely a little bit emotional. It was kind of inspiring. And then I sat down in the chair, and the nurse started giving me the spiel. She was like, you know, hey, have you ever had, like, a bad reaction to the vaccine or, like, a flu shot or anything like that in the past? And I was like, no. She was like, do you have any allergies to egg products? And I was like, she doesn't get the joke, but the answer is definitely no. Please don't ruin my run. Please don't ruin my run. Okay, this fine. And then she said, sorry, have I already given you the spiel? And I said, no, I just sat down. And then she went, oh, okay. I apologize. And I was like, don't worry about it. I said, you guys are really ripping through them here. Like, you're going really fast. And she was like, yeah, we're trying to. I was just trying to make her... It was like an inverted, you know, responsibility. I was trying to make her feel at ease. Because, you know, clearly she was maybe having a long day. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to jab you now. She jabbed me. And then she was like, you're good to go. So I was like, thank you so much. I got up and I went to sit down in the area for 15 minutes where you have to sit to make sure you're okay. And then I got in my car and I drove home, and it was only when I started driving I realized she didn't even give me a bandage. I just, like, I was exposing my, my injection site to the open air. Anyway, you know, she should have. No, you're not going to get any extra points for saying, you know, I mean, that's apparent. Everybody knows that, but just humorous. And I don't think this has anything to do with the reaction I had, but I have had a little bit more of a reaction to the dose 1 than most people, I think, have reported. Definitely, so I'm like 2 days out now. I feel pretty good. But yesterday I was pretty lethargic and, like, had a low fever and just generally, like, a low amount of energy, but over it now and feeling good and happy to have gotten an anecdote out of it. I knew the anecdotes were gonna start. I didn't know they were gonna start so quickly. Now, you gotta use your noggin here, okay? So we still do not have, a holy card. So we're working on borrowed time right now, but I definitely do think it's acceptable to fight this boss. No comedic timing, that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut. We should get a nice item, hopefully. Okay, that's amazing. and I'm very happy with perfection. Now take me out of this floor. We really have an amazing setup. We need to choose whether we're gonna go... Can I be honest with you? I think it's very sensible for us to not continue down the alt path. I think if we continue down the alt path, I will probably die. I see it happening, and as a result, I feel like the most sensible opportunity for me is to just pivot and remember, like, Dark Room would be awesome, Mega Satan would be awesome. We could even try True Ending if such a thing tickles your fancy. We could buy some stuff for stats, but nothing in there, you know, jumps out at me as like, we absolutely need to have this now. Okay, don't skip the vignette. Don't skip the vignette. Lemon Mishap, we can skip this item room. There's no promises that this is gonna, like, pay incredible dividends or whatever, but we can skip the room. This will likely be in Isaac's room, or guaranteed be in Isaac's room. So it's bad. I'm just gonna call it. There's a chance that it could be a black market, but it's so exceptionally rare for a dirty room to have a crawl space or a black market. Maybe crawl space is okay, but you know, you're dealing with like filters on filters on filters to try to get to that. Yep, I just literally just froze on the way in. All right, let's try again. Early library, you very much love to see it. Anyway, I bring up the symptoms of the vaccine for a couple of reasons. It's definitely not to discourage you, quite the opposite. Like, if you live in a part of the world where you're able to get it done, you should get it done immediately. And if you don't, then I'm sympathetic, because, you know, Canada was in the same boat, but now it looks like it was in really bad taste all those times where I was like, oh, the vaccine's taking forever up here. All of a sudden, I've realized that we're actually, like, the third fastest country in the world at it, and I apologize. Okay, just hold on here. Hold on. So, I think we rolled Book of Sin in a Tainted Lost run recently, and I think that it was not necessarily the right play. But I bring it up for a couple of reasons. One is, I got that Pfizer dose, and everybody was like, the first dose is, I had no symptoms, and the second dose was, a nightmare. So I bring it up to just be like, hey man, you know, at least, I'm not saying be petrified, it's literally just light flu-like symptoms. But I bring it up just to be like, you know, if it's possible for you to at least have the option to be flexible on your duties the next day, you might want to, because it hit me harder than I expected. And then the other thing is just to tell you that if you've already had it done, and you felt like a little bit more flu-like than the average person that seems to be reporting, you're not alone, you know? Your 8th favorite YouTuber is in the same boat here. Anyway, I don't know whether I'm chalking it up to having like maybe my immune response was just better because like I'm young and, you know, relatively healthy, I guess, and you know, my immune system was like a threat, you know, we gotcha. Or if it's because of the fact that my immune system has not really had to deal with any kind of like outside agent for like a year and a half almost. So it's like, what the heck is going on here? We gotta, what the... I thought we were completely secure, and now we got, you know, you get the idea. So I don't know. Either way, it's happy to be vaxxed up. Happy to have 2 bomb synergies already. It's not really like what you're expecting to be mission critical as the loss, but that's fine. We are gonna ice you, and we're gonna ice you because we don't need your spacebar item. We already got one of our own, and I definitely I know what you're gonna say. This, I mean, we didn't die on the true end or the alt path last time. We died on the not true path. Wait, what's... Oh, Downpour XL, I see. Or on the not alt ending. On the not alt path. There we go. See, this is the danger when you let me name things. So, in all likelihood, we're not gonna keep the alt path in our minds here. We're gonna, like, deviate from it after this, but if we get 2 incredible item rooms or, like, awesome boss pickups or something, then we may decide otherwise. I do think there's a case to be made. Some people have suggested, hey, NL, I think by trying to keep all of your options open, you might actually be raising the time it takes for you to do everything. It's not like you need, like, a specialized run in terms of item construction or something like that. Like, a run that would beat Mega Satan would also likely beat the true ending, would also likely beat the alt path ending, right? But, you know, just by having so much, like, overhead, you might be minimizing your chances here. I love Glass Cannon. I hate to not take it because it's an awesome damage dealer, or razor here, but we'll take our other item because we already have a pretty decent spacebar item, and we got another holy card backing us up in case we get hit. So now we're starting to get some resiliency. It feels good. And I think there's a case to be made there. I do. I think that you're possibly correct. I'm not gonna say definitely, because it's one of those things where it sounds intuitive, what you're saying, and as a result, and maybe this is just because I've been reading too much, you know, Daniel Kahneman and, you know, Richard Thaler and stuff like that, but now when I hear things that sound intuitive, my immediate bias is like, they must not be real. Because things that sound true oftentimes, you know, are heuristics or, you know, reveal common biases that human beings tend to exhibit. But basically all I'm saying is I need to see some evidence for it that goes beyond me getting hit, because I could do that on any run, as you can see for yourself right there. So not a great opportunity to lose the holy card, but life goes on. That wouldn't have hurt us. I can fly. Relax. Should also acknowledge, like, we should be using our Book of Shadows some more. Broken Modem, by the way. Now we're talking. We could use Book of Shadows to play the Blood Bank, but it's kind of a silly play in my opinion, because we don't really care to get Blood Bank. We're not against it necessarily, but it's not high on the list of priorities. Okay, could use it to open that, but I think we're way better off trying to get something from the, trying to use it on the boss instead. Okay. So remember, as of right now, we can still be hit. Like, we won't die if we get hit. That's good to know. We have golden bombs temporarily. Those are nice to have. The secret room doesn't exist. That's sad. Frowny face. Just chunk it in there. Look at that. Secret rooms do exist. I'll take the money. I would feel bad if we lost this one soon, because our character's looking mighty cool. It's a cool looking character. Alright, you are mega annoying, but you're also dead, so we can save our charge. I mean, I'm seeing some commonalities between this run and the last run. We might as well pop this in. This is just for safety. And remember, we're not going to go to the deal with the devil. The deal with the devil is not for us. Now we're going to pivot back down a floor. The run is good, but it's not so good that I'm like, oh, the alt path is guaranteed. This is Holy Card City, baby. Holy Card City, Holy Card City, baby. Don't rush me. I mean, we got a lot of great stuff going on here. Hierophant is not one of it. Excuse me, I would like my Hermit card, please, and then to get out of town. I'm not surprised we didn't get holy cards. You got to remember, it's a 10% chance, so there's plenty of opportunity to miss, but it does hurt slightly. Thank you, Broken Modem. Broken Modem legitimately, like, really good now. It's almost like a must-buy if you have the money. Like, it's... If you were to rank shop items by, like... Never, only if you have infinite money, only if you have enough money, and then, like, worth blowing up your donation machine. And then, like, the very top tier would be, like, worth finding more bombs to blow up your donation machine. Broken Modem is in that very top tier, especially as Tainted Lost. Worth blowing up, worth spending 10 minutes to find bombs to blow up your donation machine. Okay, we got a nice synergy here, man. We got our angel statue. This is what we're looking for. So it's a slow and an incredible tiers upgrade, right? I think Bang Bang Pascal's silver candle. Oh, what the heck happened? Oh god. Steam sent me a push alert that paused my game because a sponsored deal that I did last week, they took the code away, not for bad behavior, just because like it was meant for beta testing only. Okay, that was very scary for me, but we're back. I think the video is going great. It was very poor timing as well, but that's all right. That's all right. So I don't fully understand what Pascal's candle does, but you know what we do? Pascal's candle, I sleep. Paco Bell's cannon. I would really like to receive Paco Bell's cannon. I don't even know what it would do, but it would show up in every song that you've heard for your entire life. Cause it's Paco Bell's cannon, you know it. The melody is very common in weddings, in the movies, and in other Okay, I apologize. We're moving on. 2020, good item, good item. No sweat on that one. Very good item. Okay, we are on the Dank Depths 1. I'm realizing now we're probably gonna have to throw a little pause in this video as I have that aforementioned meeting, but we got a little ways to go first. I shouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, because we may well just die of natural causes. Not in real life. Vaccine ain't got me sweating that much. Not worth it, sadly. But in game, we could pretty easily just be smacked. But if I had to look at this run, I would say we're like 2 holy cards away from winning. And I mean that with the utmost sincerity. 2 perfectly timed, or perfectly dropped holy cards, I genuinely would look at as like, I think that could be enough to get us the Lamb victory. This is going to be Bookworm, which is something. Book of Shadows still the best item here. We're not going to deviate from this. I mean, I don't think there is a better book as this character. So we got a Demon Judgment and a Bomb Judgment. You could definitely play the Bomb Judgment, but I probably will refrain. Something's wrong. You and I have different definitions of good pills. I definitely, like, our run right now is very good. Full stop. However, I don't think it is so good that realistically we're going to go through this run without getting hit twice, which is where we stand right now. In order to be safe, or in order to complete it. I just don't like this room, so I think that was a great time for Book of Shadows. I'm not gonna worry about the finesse of Book of Shadows too much. I'm just gonna... If things feel bad, let's send it. But a couple of extra holy cards are obviously like some amazing, like, defensive synergy. I don't even know what that would be, to be honest, but... like, if we could get, I mean, like, blank card or something like that is the... Or even... I would probably replace Book of Shadows with Deck of Cards. I think it does have higher upside potential, but... It's not necessarily an easy choice, I'll put it that way. This little boss combo we got going here is mighty nice, and I'll always appreciate the tiers upgrades, don't get me wrong. Alright, take me down. And it's worth noting, if we wanted to, we could try to turn this into a beast run. Or, sorry, Dogma Plus. I'm always getting those bosses confused, largely because I mash the spacebar as soon as their name pops up. I don't think that it's the right... I think I'm way more likely to take enough damage to die against those bosses that I'm a little bit more unfamiliar with. So I'm gonna refrain for the time being, but it's something I could see myself maybe considering. Ooh. If we're able to get like a recurring holy cards. What the... You guys shoot now? Since when? Since always? Yeah, always since when? Owned, got him. Okay, just these guys gotta go first, then easy money. Okay, easy money, he said. Holy card. Tony. Oh, I mean, that's the card that you need if you want to try to make that work. I'm dead. I'm alive. The Fool card almost blocked what I could freaking see, man. Okay, no, this is where you gotta use your brain, okay? Skulls can be cards. Cards have a 10% chance. Bro, just chill. To be the holy card. That's not gonna be holy card. That's gonna be Fool card, because we know it. This is easy enough. And then boss trap rooms always give you an item, as I found out when I so rudely insulted them. So I do think it's probably worth doing, and then just using your Book of Shadows charge. And then I feel some regrets right now. You know what? There's no real reason to stick this out, I think. Should have done it earlier, probably. Could have saved our charge, but... putting down an honest effort here. I think that's easy to see. Should always wait to blow up the skull until the room is done. That way we don't have to deal with a turret in addition to all this other nonsense. You're not dead, huh? We got bombs, man. This is why we're doing it. I could just tell. I could tell from the pixels that one was not going to open up for us. All I ask, and now we're really baiting comedic timing, but all I ask is that if you have the audacity to kill me on this run, don't do it with a spiked rock. Hello, sissy. Don't do it with a spiked rock. Don't do it with a with like a purple fire or something like that. Just kill me like the old-fashioned way. Like shoot me with a bullet, okay? Or like, you know, chop me up with a two-handed broadsword or something like that. That's all I ask, okay? Now, I have some regrets. I should not have been so eager to use my... We might as well take this, man. I should not have been so eager to use my Book of Shadows charge. That being said, I think we stood a pretty good chance to get hit there if we hadn't used this, so I stand by it. Let's donate 7 cents, because in all likelihood, we're approaching, you know, our demise here. We gotta give it the honest-to-goodness try, but we are potentially running into some trouble. I will explode you. Hey, look, I could go back and donate that, but let's use our brains. Okay, red mom. Stay moving. Red mom is actually, and this is comedic timing, she's one of the easier versions. What hit me? I probably had so much speed I walked into a bullet. Oh my god. Well, the good news is I'm not gonna be late for my meeting. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I will never forgive myself the flippant loss of those holy cards. We will get there one day. I hope you're having a good time in Dreamland. Twitch.tv/Northernlion. We're streaming all week. Come over there, watch some non-repentance. We're going to be playing a lot of non-repentance this week, I promise. See you then. See you.